All right, guys.
Yo.
We're doing it a little differently today. This is my buddy Aiden. I come over to his place every Friday, and we're gonna smash some hamstrings together today.
That's right.
But yeah, anyway,
I'm ready to go hit some hamstrings.
yeah, we're gonna murder our hamstring.
Yeah,
this guy is the hamstring king. He's what you could say he's hamstrung. I don't do pre-workout on leg days, but
I do.
yeah, he does. I throw up usually when I have to keep a trash can by me every set.
I might do hip thrusts today because they have a really nice hip thrust machine. And yeah, I know only females do hip thrusts. And if you're a guy, if you want to grow your glutes, you got to squat, blah, blah, blah. But frankly, half of you guys, more than half, don't even hit legs in general. So I don't want to hear it.
I don't know,
Just
man.
go be an elite level speed cyclist at this point, you know?
Yeah, well, anyway, okay, so just so you guys know, he also is a bodybuilder. We're both amateur bodybuilders. That's kind of, we met at college, our freshman year of college.
Yep.
We both became friends just kind of because we both were into bodybuilding. Well, I had already competed at that point, and he hadn't yet, but he was just about to go on his prep.
We technically had met each other before this too, because we were wrestling captains on rival teams.
Yes, in high school.
And we had to shake hands and introduce ourselves before our teams dueled each other. Now we didn't wrestle each other. I wrestled a heavier weight class, but it was still kind of cool. I met him then. I had no idea. But then when we went to college the next year, I actually went up to him, and this short little jack dude from a school that I know has a reputation of having jack dudes at it.
And I was just off of being on prep too, so I was like probably 6-7% body fat at the time.
Like this guy had tricep veins popping out like crazy. I'm like, who is this guy? So I went up to him, I talked to him, got to know him, got his Instagram. And then I'd say about a week laiter or so, we hit the gym. We hit the gym for the first time together. It's good times.
And like over a year ago. That was over a year ago, and we mogged. We now would mog ourselves then.
Oh, completely.
Like I've gained since that point. I've probably gained. Oh man, 9, 8, 7. I've probably gained 30 pounds, 25 pounds of lean tissue since then.
Yeah, at that point. So at that point, I could say about the same, because I was the same body fat then as I was now, but I am like 30 pounds heavier.
Right now you weigh around 230.
Yeah, 228.0 this morning, but yeah.
And he's on a cut right now. I'm on a bulk, but back then you were probably, what were you?
I was like
210.
I was like 200 on the dot.
200, yeah. So we've both adequately hypertrophied since then.
I like that term, hypertrophied, baby.
Yeah, so we've been doing something right since then. But yeah. All right, well, we're pulling up to the gym, so we're gonna continue recording once we get inside. All right, so we're starting out with some leg swings. I'm gonna do Aiden's hamstring day today. He's gonna take me through it.
I do these leg swings to get the hips opened up, get some blood moving. Just gets me ready for mostly my big movements, squat movements.
Dude, it's kind of packed in here.
Good. Dynamic stretching before training is definitely the way to go. You don't want to be static stretching, because that can actually hinder your performance.
Oh yeah.
And static stretching cold muscles.
You can get like injured. You can get injured if you stretch before you go ahead.
Putting yourself at a risk for injury. So I'd say dynamic stretching and warming up like this, definitely the way to go.
Oh, this is feeling. I put these 2 pads under to get my hips a little more elevated, so the hamstrings can get a full stretch. Feels pretty good.
hoes. Taking like all of these hoes. And this bitch about to get chose. I might just wipe this bitch nose. Bitch, I fuck with them folks. I know some niggas in clay code. We trapping the motherfucking B-roll. I was just praying in the bando. Niggas in love with my flow. Niggas in love with my flow. I move that shit on the low. Why you be talking like hoes? Why you be doing the most? Yeah. I'm in love with the Draco. I know some niggas in clay cup. We trapping the motherfucking B-roll. Yeah. I was just praying in the bando.
Now we have a full stack with the 25 on. I just used an Allen wrench and got the 25 to stay on there. So, see how it goes.
Your boyfriend is square. Diamonds all in my ear. Bitch not a square. Man, she me line on a Friday. Fuck a bad bitch. Got the cash on me, yeah. Hold your boyfriend in line. Heard your boyfriend is square. Diamonds all in my ear.
All right, so what are we? 3 sets in now?
This will be third working set number 3. Might be the last working set.
Yeah, this will be working set number 3.
The thing is, if you go
to complete and utter failure in 3 sets, I don't know why you would need a 4th.
Yeah, and we're going pretty hard on these. We're going, what is that, a 45 on there?
Well, I guess it depends.
Did we do a 45 on the last
did
one
a
too?
25.
So he's going to do another 45 on top of full stack. I'll probably stick with a 25.
Hamstrings are my only good body part, so
And hamstrings are my
trust
probably
me, I don't
worst.
want to have a fucking bench press competition with this guy.
I can't say that.
I have, unlike most days, I have the advantage today. So, so when your hips are elevated more, the reason I put pads on the hamstring curl machine is because when my hips are elevated more, I'm able to fully extend my legs, which is going to put a greater stretch on my hamstrings at the bottom of the movement. And considering I'm using a full stack with the 45 on top of it, that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight and a really deep stretch at the same time. You're basically just asking for hamstring gains at that point. So really good stretch with lots of weight. For as many reps as I can. Controlling every single rep. That's kind of the name of the game. I've been doing that for a long time now and I've seen a lot of progress. So I'm starting to feel pretty recovered. So I'm probably going to hit this set now. Warmed up. Really be trying to push with my glutes as much as possible because today is a hamstring and glute focused leg day. Obviously, the quads will do some work, which is good, give them a little more stimulus. But main focus, glutes and hams.
Esto es lo que tú querías. Yo soy fino, esto es de galería. Tú eres un charro, Rocky Rocky, una porquería. Yo un campeón, Rocky Marciano, Rocky Balboa. La ruta, tengo la vía, sí, tengo la vía. Los gastos de noche pasan todo el día. Tanta plata que me gusta que me chapen. Por eso le meto a tetas al pía. Ustedes no saben lo que es estar en alta mar cuando siento cuero. Que los zapatos te mame el bicho en el cielo. Lo que tira el 500,000 en el putero. Por eso tu opinión me importa cero. Por eso tú estás 101 en el top 100 y yo estoy primero. Ya no son raperos, ahora son pocateros. Más que tú estás cobrando mi barbero. Chingando y viajando en el mundo entero. Ey. Bebiendo mucha champaña, nunca estamos secos. Primero llegó Betapen, después llegó Checo. Si Pablo me viera, dirá que soy un berraco. Usted hablando mierdillo, lo mío por Monaco. Bebiendo mucha champaña, nunca estamos secos. Están hablando solo, están hablando con el eco. El signo del dinero, ese es mi nuevo zodiaco. Prende un puro, la familia está en Monaco.
J'avais 20 ans, je caressais le temps et jouais de la vie comme on joue de l'amour. Et je vivais la nuit sans compter sur mes jours qui fuyaient dans le temps.
Créeme, los carros de F1 son más rápidos en persona.
All right, so this here is a hip press. What I'll be doing is I'll be putting my feet up nice and high and wide to try to push with my glutes as much as possible. Like I said, just like on the belt squat over there, it's going to be similar. You're still going to be like your quads are still going to be doing things because your knees are still flexing, but I'm going to be trying to push with my hips. So feet nice and high. I even let my toes hang off a little bit. When I do a working set, I'll strap up. I've learned it helps, but just want to make sure I'm pushing with my glutes. So yeah, I can feel it right in the tie-in, right there, and push. So that's where you want to feel it, right into that glute hamstring tie-in, just because that's an important thing on stage. A lot of guys lack that area, and it kills them on their side shots. Thankfully, I have the genetics where that's my best feature on stage, so I get to focus on more fun things like growing my chest and back and shoulders, the stuff that everybody wants to train. But honestly, I still prefer training legs more than anything else, just because it actually takes effort. Like when somebody tells me about how hard they went on chest or on shoulders or arms, frankly, I don't care. How hard can you train legs, buddy? That's what really matters. That's where you're really tested, you know? So we just train as hard as we can and just do our best.
Legs, it's the hardest workout to do, leg days. But there's something about it being the hardest workout that makes it want to go the hardest.
Makes it the most rewarding.
Yeah, it's fun to go hard on legs.
Yeah. It's easy. It's weird to say this, but it's the hardest. But for me, it's the easiest one to lock into because I understand that it's going to be a challenge off the get-go. Sometimes it takes me a while to get locked into a chest or back workout or shoulders or arms or anything like that. Just because there's a risk factor when hitting legs. There's like the risk of, well, if I mess up, I have so much weight that I'm carrying, I'm going to die if I get crushed. That doesn't happen when you're training chest. So I think there's a little bit of an adrenaline survival instinct that kicks in when you're training legs. But maybe that's just me.
This thing kind of shreds the quads too.
Being tortured.
Talking about Dorian Yates.
Yeah.
Because it's raining out.
Feels like
It's raining out. I'll zoom in. Can't really see. But
We can go over to the door.
yeah, let's go over there.
And as it feels like I'm, since we're training legs, we're going really hard, and it's raining and gloomy outside. It kind of feels like Dorian Yates in Birmingham in his little underground dungeon gym. If you know anything about Birmingham, England, or England in general, it's just dark, gloomy, no sun, raining every day. If you ever watched Peaky Blinders, you kind of understand. They live in Birmingham. That's where Dorian Yates is from, and this is probably what it looked like outside for him almost every day of training. So I can understand why he was a psychopath.
We're waiting.
So warming up with hamstring curls. I like this machine a lot. Gives a good stretch. I do get stuck with it sometimes though, because when my hamstrings get too pumped, I can't get out. They grow from the set, if that makes sense. So working set will probably go full stack right away, just because this feels like 5 pounds and it's most of the stack. So here we go. Really focusing on the deep stretch on these. These have definitely made my calves grow. I like this machine a lot. It's like a hack squat, but for your calves. Here we go. That's good. That's it.
We need an outro here, brother.
Dude, why you gotta be talking like that?
Bit like on the streams.
Hey guys, so I want to mention something. After a leg day, if your brain is still at full capacity, you didn't train the right way.
Yeah.
Like your drive home should be a little challenging.
You should lose at least like 5 IQ points.
Temporarily, not like acutely, not chronically. 'Cause
Yeah.
you do that enough times and then you're just gonna be brain dead, and that's not cool. But you know, for the rest of the night, I'm gonna be basically inebriated after that leg day.
We're gonna have some
So basically, after a hard leg day, though, like I was mentioning earlier, you know, your brain's gonna be a little shut off. That's okay. That means you pushed your nervous system. But on the drive home after a really hard workout, it's good to play some just chill music. You know, right now we got some
Morgan Wallen
playing. You know, Cover Me Up, good one. We'll probably play some Khalid, maybe some old Juice WRLD, just some chill stuff. You know. Just because that's kind of the way to go.
Yeah, we're gonna go for a walk today.
Absolutely.
Because we both got like a bunch of calories left to get in. So
And, well, the
we're probably gonna eat a meal and then go for a walk.
typically I don't have a lot of calories to put in ever because I'm currently on a cut. But I've been cutting for 20 days and I've already dropped 10 pounds. And the last 2 days, I've dropped 2 pounds and 2 pounds, so 4 pounds in 2 days total. Which that's pretty excessive. So I'm having a higher calorie day. So I'll probably be eating around at maintenance or so. Which, if you eat one day at maintenance on a cut out of 20 days, so 20 days in a deep cut, like in a pretty big deficit, and then 1 day at maintenance, no harm, no foul. You're probably doing yourself a
solid favor,
almost a good thing for your body. You know, it's not a disservice whatsoever.
It's not a prep, so it's not like you're racing against time. You know, like you want to do it as long and as productive as possible.
And the thing is, it's not going to set the cut back whatsoever.
Because maintenance is maintenance. It's not a surplus. It's
and the other thing too is if you go to maintenance once in a while, you're going to get a lot of extra energy for a couple days where you can put that extra energy into your training, into your cardio.
Yeah.
And it's just going to, in the long term, it might help you just a little more. Because let's say you're slowly going down.
And mentally.
Let's say you're slowly going down, and then you have a maintenance day, but then it makes you drop even harder. So
the thing is you can't just be doing it every week because, like what he said, you know, like you're gonna be replenishing like blankets in stores, and that's something when you're in a cut, you do want to deplete yourself.
Correct.
You know, to lose weight. So you can't be doing it every week.
So what my plan?
It's almost like a reward type of thing. You know, like he's lost 10 pounds already on this cut, and it hasn't even been a month. So like he's doing something right, and that's kind of a lot of weight.
My training has still been amazing. I'm still getting stronger.
So it's almost like a reward for himself, you know.
Yeah, in a way. And
but it's not a cheat meal. It's still healthy.
I'm not even eating dirty either.
It's a refeed, not a cheat meal. So like,
and something I might implement as this goes on is so Peyton gets a cheat meal every Friday.
Well,
I'm thinking, but that's because he's on a bulk and he needs it to grow. That's cool. Like that's good. That's a good thing. If your coach tells you cheat meal on Friday, you do it, right? And if that helps you and that's what you need, do it. Like that's good. It's good for your mental health. It's good for growing. There's nothing wrong with that. But since I'm on a cut, I'm not going to be doing weekly cheat meals. What I might be doing is bi-weekly refeeds. So when Peyton gets to have a cheat meal every other week, I'll be having a refeed with him just so I don't feel left out. We can kind of bond over, like share the experience together and just have a good time, relax on Fridays, because frankly, Saturday through basically Friday morning for me is just, it's go, grind, school, work, train, school, work, train, school, work, train. Fridays, after I'm done with work, even my Friday mornings at work are pretty chill. The rest of the day, it's chill with Peyton, and then just get a good lift in with my homie, and, you know, so Fridays I like to kind of ease, so I'd say every other Friday might not be a bad idea for a little refeed as well.
We should try to hit hamstrings together every Friday. I don't know if that works.
I don't know if that would work for mine because I'm on like a 1-2-3 kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but
we go hard as balls.
No matter what we're hitting, even if we're not training the same muscle group, we'll still spot each other and push each other.
Like he can be hitting chest and I can be hitting hamstrings, and we'll both still go hard. But when we're hitting a workout together, we go like
that's like when the moon and the sun and the earth all line up together.
It's like we work out like every solar eclipse, and it's like a freaking.
But that's the thing. Those kind of workouts you can't do every week.
Yeah.
Because they're so special. You know, it's like a holiday.
Yeah.
You can't have a holiday every week, or else it defeats the joy of the holiday. It's like 50 Cent once said.
It's like what?
He said something like this. He said, "There wouldn't be pleasure if it wasn't for pain." So
true. That is true.
You can't have pleasure all the time. You need to go through tough times, and you need to do things that are hard, so that when the pleasureful moments occur, you really truly feel them and appreciate them.
Yeah, that's
Some
facts.
people live with too much comfort, and too much pleasure, too much instant gratification. And then when they have something that actually should feel good and should be rewarding, it doesn't feel that way because they get that every day. Challenging yourself with hard things and rewarding yourself with hard things is definitely the way to go, because then little things you start to appreciate. Like after a very hard day, getting into your bed, realizing that you're lucky enough to live in the United States, have have a steady income, have a bed to sleep in every night where you can feel safe. Those are things that you start to appreciate. But
Absolutely.
when you take everything for granted, you stop appreciating those little things, and then you start getting caught up in really nuanced things that don't matter.
Another thing too is like some of you, and like I know a lot of people, they struggle to like find motivation and like enjoy working out. But the thing is like working out, I think working out should be fun.
It's
like,
a privilege.
It's a privilege. Like you don't, like, not everyone gets the opportunity to work out at a gym and like have that type of hobby. Like, make it like the highlight of your day, you know? Don't look at it as like, oh, it's something I have to do. Because if you look at working out like, oh, I just have to do it, you're never gonna get anywhere with it.
You're
like,
not.
You have to really enjoy it.
If you
like
don't,
me and Aiden both got into bodybuilding because we just enjoy it so much. Like,
we just like lifting weights.
we just love lifting weights, and like bodybuilding is just a way to like enjoy it even more. You know what I
Correct.
mean? Like
so
we're kind of extreme with it because the more extreme we get with it, like the more fun we have. So
correct. And
it's never been like, for us, it's never been like, oh, I have to get a workout in. Like, it's always like, oh, I get to get a workout in. Like, I want to
Yes.
smash this workout. I want to go as hard as I possibly can.
yes, putting things into perspective, because think about it. There's probably millions and millions, if not billions, of people on this earth that don't have access to a gym, don't even have access to clean water, don't have access to food, and they would kill to be able to, instead of working for basically no money, just destroying their body every day just to survive, they would love to be able to go to a gym and put effort in to actually bettering themselves and having a steady income and living, you know, in the United States or in another free country. So you gotta kind of take that into consideration. It's really a privilege if you get to go to the gym every day and train. Like, nobody's gonna feel bad for you just because you have to work out, right? Nobody's gonna, you know, you really have it easier than you think. A lot of people think they have it so hard because they work out. You don't.
Plus, you're doing yourself a service. Like,
Absolutely.
if you're like consistent in the gym, like, we're not even talking like perfect diet like me and Aiden have. We're not even talking all that. We're just talking you just go into the gym to lift for your health. Like, you're doing a service for yourself. Like, there's so much health benefits to just being in the gym consistently. You don't have to train like we do. You don't have to train balls through the walls. Like, you can just train and get a good pump, or just move your body. Like,
Yes.
do a little bit of cardio. Like, it's
Move.
anything is better than nothing. And like, if you can just get in the gym for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, like,
In fact, some of you guys, for a lot of people, it's not even going to a specific gym. It's just moving. Get off the couch. Go do more chores. Go for walks. Go for walks.
yeah, we're gonna go for a walk tonight.
Right? Even you don't even have to, like, resistance training doesn't always have to be lifting weights. Try to do some sit-ups, try to do some push-ups, you know, just a few things to really get those muscles moving that you probably haven't moved in a long time. Do some body weight squats, and as you keep progressing, if you, let's say, like, and I'm saying, if theoretically, if you start from completely sedentary, as you can progress and do those things, then you can switch to a gym, start lifting weights. And a nice thing about going to a gym is there's an atmosphere, there's people there you can meet, you build connections. It's a place you can look forward to go to. And yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
All right, so thanks guys for watching this. This video went kind of long today, but that's all right.
Yeah, it was a pleasure being in my first YouTube video with Peyton. Like I said earlier, my microphone and my tripod are coming in the mail, so I will be making YouTube videos as well.
And yeah, do you know what your channel name's gonna be yet?
It's Aiden Pardino.
Aiden Pardino. So
Aiden. I spelled the correct way. Pardino, Partino.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you guys could learn something from today. And he's gonna be in more of these videos, probably like once a week, hopefully. Maybe a little bit
Once summer
less.
comes around, man, it's gonna be daily. It's gonna be daily.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Maybe. I don't know if I'm gonna be getting videos out daily.
We'll
but-
both be making like daily videos, like or attempt to.
Yeah, all right, hope you guys. Oh, there's always a saying I say at the end of my videos. This is my saying: eat your protein, eat your greens, shoot for the stars, and chase your dreams. That's how we do it over here.
That's the way to go.
That's how we do it over here. All right.
And get 8 hours of sleep. And do your cardio. Because I know half you people are not getting enough sleep and not doing your cardio. Serious. Makes a
Yeah.
difference.
It does. All right, guys. Have a good one.